Life turning pages, night turning days. I'm tired of waiting, I gotta make it.
What's up, y'all? This Relly all back with another video. Yes, son, today we gotta talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers because we are hearing rumors that Koby Altman is extremely aggressive right now in this trade deadline. And we gotta talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers last night, about how I believe they need to work on their fourth quarters. But with all that being said, though, I need y'all to smash that subscribe button. If you are already subscribed to my channel, share to somebody who ain't subscribed, because with y'all know I can get there. And when y'all are done with that, I need you to hover over to the like button and smash that too, so we can tell the YouTube algorithm to share this video with the world. But with all that being said, though, we must talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers. So before we start talking about the trade rumors and Koby Altman, let's talk about the game, right? Last night, the Cleveland Cavaliers for the first three quarters was interesting, right? They started letting up a little bit, right? And then the fourth quarter happened, and they started to scare me, right? They started to scare me because they was kind of letting go. They was playing sloppy. They was tired, it seemed like. And I wasn't liking that because I feel like the Cleveland Cavaliers, yes, I understand they're young, right? And with that being said, though, they are going to have to improve on their fourth quarter because we got bailed out by the fact that the San Antonio Spurs could not hit free throws. They couldn't make baskets for making us get turnovers, make mistakes. They wasn't capitalizing on the Cleveland Cavaliers' errors, right? And Cleveland, very smartly, we took that and we ran with it. That's what you're supposed to do. But the Cavs, if they was playing a more seasoned team, that may not have happened. Cleveland may not have won in the fourth quarter because of those errors. You get what I'm saying? Right? Like, and I love my Cavs. I want them to be successful, but we have to talk about what they must improve on if they really want to be a legitimate team in the playoffs. You get what I'm saying? Because at the same time, when these playoff contending teams, these playoff teams that's been in the offs for X amount of years, they're going to look at Cleveland and say, hey, we don't respect you because there's no reason for them to respect us, right? So we have to work on that. We got to, right? And I think Rondo is going to help us on that since we lost Rubio. Usually Rubio would be the one that would cool us down in the fourth and slow it down and be like, hey, Garland, sit there. And one of my great friends, Spencer Premier, he brung up, like, I think we do need another ball handler, which is Rondo in this case, because Darius Garland that fourth quarter did seem a little tired. He was playing a little sloppier than usual. He still had a really good game, don't get me wrong, but it was errors that he don't usually make at that point in the game, if that makes sense. And of course, we gotta talk about the rumors that Koby Altman is being very, very aggressive, very, very active this trade deadline, right? We thought Rondo maybe would be his only move, but according to Brian Windhorst, he's saying Koby Altman is active, right? Rondo, he's not settling for just Rondo. He wants to make this team better because he sees the playoff potential. We see the playoff potential, and he's hungry, right? This is why I've had to give Koby Altman his credit, because he's doing exactly what I said he needed to do. And he's being hungry, he's being patient, he's being calculated for these young guys, right? And then we got rumors that Eric Gordon might be linked to the Cavs, right? This is a player I also would like for the Cavs. Yes, his contract is pretty pricey, but he is a shooter. He is a bigger wing, sort of, kind of 6'4", 6'5"-ish, you know what I'm saying? But it's really the shooting that Eric Gordon would bring and the veteran leadership, right? And I think this would be a great move for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then, of course, we got to also talk about that is rumors that we're also linked to Dennis Schroeder. And honestly, I can see us truly making a move for Dennis Schroeder because we can truly use another veteran player who can be a point guard who understands that playmaker role for the Cleveland Cavaliers, right? Because I think right now, we're starting to see that if we can get the right vets with our young core, we can truly make a push because we really are trying to get our young guys experience. This is really why all these trades is really happening, right? And then, of course, we got the Rubio rumors, right? This one, as much as a lot of people who's watched my channel for a while know that's what I thought the original intentions was with Rubio, but I think when the Cavs kind of jumped the curve, the trajectory of how fast they was going to be this good, this fast, I think this is when I think Koby Altman was like, I don't know if we're really going to pull the plug on Ricky Rubio. And honestly, I can see Koby Altman not trading Rubio and just trying to see if he can get Rubio on a good deal, right? Because honestly, I think Rubio can truly work, or a Rubio-like player. But if Koby Altman really think Rubio can get him another player now that can ignite us, I think Koby Altman is going to make that move. He's honestly gotten my trust in terms of I really respect and trust Koby Altman making a move that's going to impact the Cleveland Cavaliers long term, because this season, this offseason, he's been doing his thing, man. I got to give that boy that credit, man. Now, last night, one of y'all asked me to talk about this, so I am, right? Y'all asked me, how do I feel about this? Honestly, I like it, right? I kind of think that they hired him to really get a more overseas presence, a more overseas look on things, because I do think they're looking at somebody in particular. I don't know this for sure. I'm not saying this is a fact, but that's kind of my logic in this move, right? And even if they're not looking for an overseas player, I think they're just trying to have him help them find a gem, right? Because Cleveland Cavaliers has built their roster right now off of just getting gems, right? Like, even if we want to go as far as Kevin Porter Jr. or Dylan Windler, Lamar Stevens, who's definitely been, pooping, you get what I'm saying? Darius Garland, if you want to say he was a gem, you get what I'm saying? The Cleveland Cavaliers has been getting gems that work for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I think Jose Calderon, he does that for him, right? And I might have botched his name. Help me down in the comments if I did it. But I truly like the moves the Cleveland Cavaliers is doing, because I really think it helps them long term. Like, I've always been so upset with the Cavs because I felt like they've kind of built around short-term planning. But I think now, especially this season, they're really emphasizing, let's do this for the long term. Let's make sure this is a long-term effect for the Cleveland Cavaliers. I also want to touch on Caris LeVert, because I think a lot of people by now knows that it is rumored and it is highly favored that the Cleveland Cavaliers has been eyeing Caris LeVert for a while, right? It's rumors that the Cleveland Cavaliers truly want to trade for Caris LeVert because they feel like Caris LeVert can sincerely help our Cleveland Cavaliers now and for the long term. Now, people ask me, do I think Caris LeVert should be traded here? I can see that being a possibility. I can say yes to that now, but it is a contingency contract to that. Because as much as people know I do criticize Collin Sexton for his development and some of his shot selection, I don't know if I truly want to trade Collin for Caris LeVert, because that's who I think would get the deal done, right? I don't see any way where we don't trade Collin Sexton to get Caris LeVert. I just don't see it, right? Maybe y'all see it. Let me know down in the comments below. But honestly, I think Collin Sexton's the one that's going to be the one that gets Caris LeVert. Do I think Caris LeVert is better than Collin? I'm not sure. Maybe on an all-around standpoint, maybe so. But honestly, I trust Collin Sexton's health, even though Collin is hurt. But I trust Collin Sexton's health long-term more than Caris LeVert. Right? I just don't feel like Caris LeVert is somebody I would bank on long-term. You get what I'm saying? Even though Caris LeVert is a special talent, I do think he would help out a lot of rosters. Now, I just don't know if I'm willing to do it. Now, can y'all tell me a package where we don't give up Collin Sexton? You get what I'm saying? Because I do feel like that Collin Sexton, I don't know if I would do it, right? And honestly, Collin Sexton would probably be the only one, because if you're getting Caris LeVert now, that has to mean that if you keep it Collin Sexton, I mean Collin Sexton is coming off the bench, and I just don't think Collin Sexton is coming off the bench. It just don't make no sense, especially when Collin Sexton about to get paid. But like I said, man, tell me down in the comments below. Do y'all think Koby Altman needs an A+? Do you think we need to get Caris LeVert? Do y'all think we need to trade Ricky Rubio? Let me know down in the comments below, because I want to hear what y'all got to say. And I'm going to try to comment to as many as possible. You get what I'm saying?
That's Atlantis with that money.